This is the GAN 356M, the little brother to the most underappreciated cube of the last decade, the GAN X. The GAN X was the first in GAN's lineup to include swappable magnets, as well as the first cube to come in stickerless. This was important as this was a weird time in speedcubing. Slowly, the sticky cubes of the past were now being replaced by the vibrant stickless options of the now. And the young people loved it. It was bold, it was sexy, people really craved that smooth paint feel. No bumps, no creases, just pure color. However, even after all this, it still doesn't get the recognition it deserves. The later GAN XS, legendary 11M Pro and the timeless GAN 12 maglev all seems to overshadow this cube. And unfortunately, it's for a pretty good cause. Even the UM and SM of the ancient past managed to overshadow this cube. That was the golden age of Zemdeg's dominance. Multiple Grand Prix in a row, one-handed included, and that sweet circular center cap, simply unmistakable even to the most casual of enthusiasts. The GAN XS finally had an engine, the adjustment system, to rival that of the renowned GTS2. The GAN 11M Pro had corner-to-core magnets, more horsepower with no additional costs. Even the GAN 12 had maglev, signaling the birth of the modern era of speedcubing as we know it. Timon, Max, and China. Simply put, the GAN X had very little to keep it memorable, more of a streets won't forget car rather than a show one. But I want to change that. Just listen to that cube crackle. This cube had the same chassis as the GAN X, and even with a weakened engine, you can still hear the crackles of the campfire it once had. And well, that's the thing with this cube. The very thing that had made the X so advanced, the interchangeable magnets, was stripped away from this cheaper cube. The multiple packs of GES nuts that made for the bonkers V12 engine, the 12 total settings, was again stripped down to a measly V2. And it only came with one GES nut. A package that totaled for, well, a shameful price. Had GAN been the only manufacturer, this cube would have been rather great. It can cut corners on the road pretty decently, and that sexy honeycomb pattern interior made for pretty easy oil change, lubrication. Unfortunately for this cube, it had a competitor, a hatchback that punched many magnitudes higher than its weight bracket. I'm talking about the legendary, the infamous Toyota RS3M 2020. It was the summer of 21 and I had decided to get back into speedcubing. My personal record of 1 to 60 miles per hour was 36 seconds on a Rubik's brand. Yeah, I was quite a skilled driver with such a slow car. You can call me Fernando Alonso. But when I realized that not every cube in a world record video was a Rubik's brand, I decided to search. I stumbled upon a rather helpful guide by JPER and landed on 3 cubes. The MGC 3x3, which we don't talk about anymore, the RS3M, and of course, this cube. I was an innocent child back then. Perhaps my life would have been different if I had picked the former, but my eyes were set on the latter. £18,000 in Speedcube shop, so I picked it up. Unbeknownst to me, however, I had accidentally picked this cube from speedcubeshop.uk. So when I saw all the YouTube videos about how it was a scam, I told my father. He said not to worry, but I persisted. Well, those YouTubers wouldn't lie to me. Why would they? What would they have to gain? And at that exact moment, the doorbell rang. The cube finally came. And out of the box, I crushed it. I remember breaking all my PRs in my first attempt, and in no time my 1 to 60 went from 36 seconds down to 22. I then instantly went to work, learning PLL, getting sub 20, OLL next, and of course the rest is history. But remember the RS3M I mentioned? That cube dropped a bombshell not only on the budget cube market, but at every price bracket too. For reference, this car sold more than the Nissan Little Magic, Toyota's own MF3 RS3, and the Mini Warrior W. Combined. It also had the legendary V8 of the GTS2, equipping it with the arsenal needed to go all out guns blazing. And those guns indeed went blazing. Everyone bought this cube, a level of dominance not seen since the days of the Xantia, and even then, the Oolong still had somewhat of a cult-like following. Which leads me to the demise of this cube. Why pay at retail price quadruple more just for the badge? Why pay more for a cube with a V2 engine when down the road everyone and their mother had a V8? Why pay more for the prestige when you can't even utilize it? This cube holds a very special place in my heart. When writing the script, I couldn't help wander down the forest of memory lane back when I averaged 20 seconds. I was learning PLL, procrastinating on those G-perms, and struggling on that pesky V-perm. I was watching J-perm, taking advice from Brody the Cuber, and Laser Monkey too. Cubing was my life. It was my only passion, and I was able to bond with many friends, older and younger years included, about this fascinating puzzle. Moral of the story, I never would or will recommend this cube to anybody, but boy do I like it. Unlike the communist fiat of the past, I'll leave you with this. This may be a shitbox, but at least it's my shitbox.
Oh my god, Danyar, did you swear? Did you swear?
I know it's the first time you're swearing. All my friends will be quite surprised.
Mr. Aram, your son said a swear word.
I know, but it's a way of describing a beautiful cube. I mean, you know, Mr. Panofsky will understand communist Bulgaria at the time.
There you go, you can keep your phone now. Left your phone spot. I'll get my one back now. It's been ordered away from me for a long time. Yeah. If you have to ask, then maybe it's not. Then just sit like how you normally would. Action.
There's a plane in the background, I hear. I thought that was a plane. I thought that was a plane.
It's a gun. It's a gun.
Shut up.
Yo, guys, check out my shoes.
I'm putting that in the bloopers. It was my only passion. No, it's going the other way. Screw this. There's a lady coming past. Watch.
Check my Crocs.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3,
Alright, let's get back to this.
Are you sure? No. Oh my god. So it's like, it's just like random cuts. It's like 2 seconds long or something. Like.
Chat, check out my sunnies.
I'm putting that in
Sorry,
the
but I have to really show off my whole fit.
Kids these days, am I right?
Mate, you're still a kid as well.
17 actually.
Yeah, that's a kid.
You're 18, you're an
Adult. Yeah,
old man.
I get to this, mate.
This cube is irrelevant, I should put it in my pocket.